This time we're going Euro.
This family's on the rebound from traditional design.
We're not very traditional people.
Hey.
But our designer's making a daring play.
A Euro sports castle.
With a mix of style and sportsmanship,
All right, great trick, but come on, man, share the ball.
No way.
Come on.
Come and get it.
we've got a tall order to fill.
Hello, little man.
You kidding me?
It's a royal makeover on this curb appeal.
With 3 kids, the Chapmans are your average-sized American family.
I'm 6'3".
And I'm 6 feet. And our kids are tall too.
Make that not your average-sized family.
Shoot it. Nice job, Mia.
With their active lifestyle, outside is where it's at.
Our kids love sports, so we're outside quite a bit playing basketball.
And while the house is in good shape, this family thinks there's always room for improvement. With a less than dramatic entry, a landscape that's big on green grass but lacks variety and color, and a ball court with no real boundaries, this house doesn't exactly size up.
Well, you know what? We've worked really hard to get here, and the outside is fine, but we really want to kind of add a little pizzazz to the outside to kind of match the decor on the inside.
You said pizzazz?
Yes.
I know just who you need.
Really?
Designer Yvette Piaggio knows how to bring pizzazz to any home.
Guys, you have an amazing house here. I love it.
The house is in great shape, but we really need to do something to spice it up and jazz it up a little bit. So I'm thinking of adding an entryway, filling in the yard, and making it feel like a castle.
What are you gonna do? I would love to
Oh, you just wait and see what I'm gonna do. So it's a fabulous home. You have a lot of space, and there's a lot of opportunity to do something really amazing. I love your entry, but I feel like we need to really jazz it up.
Right away, the team moves in for a detailed look.
Well, I always say that the entryway is the aperitivo. It is the appetizer to the house. It kind of sets the tone of what's to come inside. I really think we can do something that's totally wow and totally amazing.
When I say wow, I'm talking about a big portico or an enclosed porch area that will really dress up the brick that's already there.
Brick.
Yes. We love brick. It's low maintenance. They wouldn't be the exact colors I would choose, but I like the richer tones that are in it, the greens, the blues, the browns, so to pull those out would be great.
Consider it done.
This is another area of opportunity. We have active kids and they're out here playing quite a bit, and to enlarge this space for kind of a mini sports court kind of look and feel.
You definitely have the space, and I love the idea. And I know your kids will love it. I'll love it.
I'm trying to push them into basketball because I'm gonna be one of those parents.
Scholarship.
Yeah, they're gonna be tall, so fingers crossed. Don't like the fact that our house is not balanced. We've got the garage over here, sort of nothing over here, and I always wanted a house with balance. So
Balance is important in design. It really is.
Bringing balance to the house will be pretty easy. There are some options like a conservatory or a sunroom, but I'm thinking a pergola will be perfect.
Yvette wants to include something for every Chapman.
I like the idea of having a sports court. I think it's excellent.
What I would really like to do is create this Italian villa and have the look and feel of the European countryside when we pull up.
I know this sounds a little funky, but given your interests, I'm thinking Euro sports castle.
I'm not sure what a Euro sports castle is, but I'm willing to try anything.
Yvette gets her ideas down on paper in no time. To start, a European castle-like portico covered in stucco and stone will enclose the current stoop. Then, an iron railing will top the portico to create the illusion of an old-world balcony. A matching iron gate and window boxes will complete the Italian villa feel. To balance things out, a trellis-top pergola will be built to the right of the house. And the driveway and walkway will be resurfaced for an old-world cobblestone look. New landscaping will bring in contrasting texture and color, complete with European essential topiaries. Then, it's all in the details. Royal blue window mullions, new lighting, and a fountain will top off this European castle. Finally, for this competitive family, a new sports court will provide some serious playtime.
What do you think, you guys? Do we have a slam dunk here?
We do.
All right.
All right, no time to waste. Let's go.
The next day, work starts at the front. Yvette's plan includes creating an enclosed portico for the entryway.
Wow, guys, this portico's really gonna make a dramatic difference.
It is. It's a lot of drama, and with that main entrance being 15 feet high compared to what we have now, it's such a focal point.
Really gonna be a grand entrance, eh?
It really will be.
The high ceiling and arched doorway are characteristics of a European castle, which is just what this family wants. With the grand entry taking shape, the rest of this European villa gets an overhaul, or at least hauled out. A temporary plywood door goes up for the time being. We're clearing either side of the house. The landscaping comes out to create a space for the pergola. And on the other side, we're making room for the sports court. With everything cleared out, it's time to start rebuilding. Landscape designer Tom Harley has a plan to give Craig the balance he craves. He's designed a pergola made of a natural honey-toned wood.
The pergola, we're doing it all out of pressure-treated wood. Everything look a little bit heavier as it is in the European sort of look.
And with a trellis on top, it hits the mark of European design.
Wow, Euro Sports Castle. You know, I never would have thunk it, but you know, that's what we do here on Curb Appeal. We go above and beyond all expectations. We got lots more great stuff ahead, so stay tuned.
Coming up, this game is heating up.
There's like thousands of colors.
This is excellent.
We're making choices on and off the court.
So go shorter and then go longer just around the arch.
3 cheers for this makeover.
Pom-poms, Michelle? I mean, really?
Yeah, really, they're for the garden.
Next. Michelle and Craig Chapman are well into their grand makeover. And the next order of business is color.
So I have here a color chart.
Wow, look at all the options.
I know, there's like thousands of colors.
Yvette and Michelle need to decide what tint the stucco will be dyed for the new entryway.
I think if we focus in here, but I'm concerned about this one. I think it's a little too peachy.
A little too peachy.
And I think this one up here might be a little too yellow.
Yeah, it's kind of bland.
Yeah.
What about the one in between?
I love the one in
Really?
between.
Me too.
I think that's the one we should go with.
Okay, let's do it.
I think it's perfect.
Excellent.
Done.
And the European elements just keep on coming.
We're going for this European flair, and stonework is really important. You see stone everywhere in Europe. So to me, it's a big part of the design.
Yvette and the contractor take a look at all their options.
Like this, right?
Or if you want, hold on to your piece.
Got it?
You can flip it, and it can be longer. And all of them can be long or can be staggered.
With so many choices, what's a girl to do?
Wow, okay. So I have to give that a think.
Who knows how long this decision will take? So in the meantime, Michelle heads to the nursery. They start with a traditional European garden staple.
These are the different topiary plants.
Yeah, these are nice.
What we want to do is put one of these either side of the entryway
Yeah.
to make an accent there. You can get these in spirals like this or in pom-poms like this.
I really want them to be kind of a focal point on each side of the door and the steps. So I think the bigger the better. I've always loved the look of topiaries. I think it adds drama and interest.
Looks like it's 3 cheers for the topiaries. Next up, plants for in front of the villa.
Oh, these are nice. I like the flowers on these.
Yeah, these flower in the wintertime.
Oh, they do?
Actually, yeah. These are all different types of yews. These aren't going to flower, but they'll be a nice dark green year round.
I do like the
and
dark
make
green.
a nice contrast. This is one our type of nandinas.
Yeah.
Normally these get pretty big. These
I know.
are
And you know, we
dwarf ones.
have a lot of nandinas at our house, and we had them in our other house, and I'm kind of OD'd on nandinas.
Camellias, yews, nandinas. Doesn't sound like Michelle can make up her mind.
You know, I'm gonna trust Tom on this one. As long as I get my pom-poms, I'm good.
And back at the house, our design coach has decided on a play for the stone. Yvette's going with the shorter stones along the straight edges of the entry and the longer stones along the curved arch.
Now, this is a different kind of stone from what I've seen. I mean, it's kind of more lightweight, right?
Absolutely, Dan. It's actually not real stone. It's manufactured stone made of Portland cement and sand. It's more lightweight, and you can get it in whatever color or shape you want.
Love it. So it's attractive and practical. I'm sold.
Next, it's expansion time. First, a fresh coat of asphalt. The Chapmans want to enlarge their driveway so it'll fit 2 cars. For an old-world twist on this European design, the driveway gets a stamped stone medallion in the center and an accented border at the edges. The first step is to reheat the asphalt that's already there. Then they take a template of the design and imprint it into the soft asphalt. The final step is applying a street bond surface coating, which gives the asphalt its color. The coating also adds a layer of protection and stability. Yvette picked the look of old-world cobblestones in beige.
You have a product that it has low maintenance. You don't have the grass that grows up in between it. You don't have that freeze-thaw issue that happens with cracks or crevices, so that you do have a product that performs better and from an economical standpoint is a fraction of the cost.
Then, the basketball court is turned into a true sports arena, complete with lines to regulation. We're talking serious sports here.
I bet you guys can't wait to get your kids out here to play, huh?
I sure can.
Yeah, it's going to be
We
great.
are so excited. And we're so lucky to have a yard that allows us to do something like this.
Definitely.
It's all fun and games on the court, but it's hard work back at the front of the house. The new portico is getting covered with stucco, a truly European look. First, metal screens are attached to the walls. This will allow the stucco to adhere. Then the stucco is smoothed over the screens in multiple layers. And custom freeform texture is applied. This gives the stucco its unique surface. A few days later, the stucco is dry and ready for its color.
This color for the stucco works really well with the house because we're trying to take down the pink cast that we're getting from the brick. So it's a little bit more of a neutral, a little bit more creamy, and it'll really create a nice contrast and make it pop.
It's game over for the portico, but the walkways are just warming up. Yvette is adding stone pavers on the stoop, the walkways, and in the pergola.
The stone pavers really add to the whole European flair and feel. It's very old world to walk on brick pavers, and we really want to create as authentic a European feel as possible.
Meanwhile, the basketball court is just sitting there. So I've challenged our homeowners to a friendly game.
Put that in.
Sure. You know, family games are always fun, but that doesn't mean we don't have a lot of work left to do. Stick around because we're almost at the finish line.
Coming up, the king gets a glimpse of his castle.
I love this. Balance.
And I get a lesson in anger management.
You have to really smash it.
There's no warming the bench on this makeover.
I love that we can get up and walk around a little bit.
Next.
All right, so you excited to pick out our new furniture?
Michelle and Craig Chapman have left the comforts of home to find something that makes their home more comfortable.
Well, we're on a mission today to find some great outdoor furniture to go underneath our new pergola.
Yvette gives them specific instructions on what to look for.
We're looking for cast aluminum decorative furniture, something that's sort of low maintenance.
Okay guys, this is one option. This is actually a dining group in cast aluminum. Has a verdigris finish. What do you think about it?
I don't like this very much. I just don't like the color.
It's a little too busy, and I think the table itself is too large. I actually really like this one.
Great.
Wow.
I like it. I think it'll work.
And I like the bench style. I think it will fit really nicely under the pergola. And this little table is really cute. I think it's going to add that really fun, vintage European look to the front of the house, so we're really excited.
I'm very excited. It's going to add the balance that I've been looking for.
While the Chapmans are shopping, Yvette is reigning the kingdom. She's having the painters add a splash of color to the windows. A royal blue that's fit for this European castle.
The blue trim paint will really tone down the peachy and pinky tones that Michelle doesn't really like, and it will really bring out the blue and brown tones from the brick.
The next day, we're adding some heavy ornamental detailing to this Italian villa. First, we're installing an ornate gate for a grand entrance.
That's beautiful.
Wow, it adds a lot.
Yep.
Then, the portico is topped off with a railing to give the illusion of an old-world European balcony.
You know, that is some beautiful work they're doing there in the house, but I gotta say, those guys are so strong. They're just lifting up that iron like it's nothing.
That's not iron. It's aluminum.
Aluminum has the advantage that it's lightweight and it will never rust.
Matching flower boxes go under the windows.
It's a very dense design, which we've highlighted so that the design stands out to make it look older and more worn.
Next up, the Chapmans get a door fit for a king.
Oh, what a beautiful door. You think it's big enough?
I think 8 feet will do it.
The new door really accentuates the European design. It's natural wood, it's a dark wood, and it lets a lot of light into the foyer. It's really grand in appearance and it has a lot of great detail.
And Michelle is doing some last-minute shopping.
All right, so I'm looking for something. The fountain is going to go next to the pergola. There's a lot here. Oh, I really like this one. The old classic fountain. Let's see what this looks like. Wow. It's rustic looking. The color looks good. It'll tie in with the pergola in the front entrance. I think this is it.
Who says you need to leave the comforts of your castle? With heavy construction out of the way, Tom's back to spruce up the European garden.
Today's design is sort of a European feel, very symmetrical, using formal looking plants. This is what Michelle wanted to really accent the entryway.
Since the Chapmans are big on balance, the landscape has to be too.
On either side of the door, we tried to place things exactly the same, go in both directions.
Tom's putting some medium-sized plants in front of the windows.
We've got a yellow rhododendron. These are a type of abelia called kaleidoscope that gives some nice variegation. And lots of different types of plants in here.
Looks like Michelle is working on her own classic European details.
Oh, very nice. Oh, these are going to look really nice on each side of the gate. Those are really pretty. Definitely have that European look.
And out back, I'm getting a lesson straight from Yvette's playbook.
All right, we've got our square piece of plywood to start. That's our tabletop.
And here I had traced out the fleur-de-lis pattern. As I told you, it's a classic European icon. Michelle and Craig purchased a set for underneath the pergola, and they're loving the table, but the tabletop is just 18 by 18 tiles. So I wanted to jazz it up a little bit, so I thought by creating mosaic top, it would really give it that European flair that they're looking for.
Thankfully, Yvette's already got things started for us.
You just have to take little pieces at a
Yeah,
time.
no, you just gotta be careful. Yeah, it's sort of like a puzzle, isn't it?
It is like a puzzle.
Nice.
Done. Now comes the fun part.
You may want to step back a little bit. You misbehaved. Take that.
You have to really smash it. Crazy. So all we have to do is take the pieces, glue, press, grout, done.
The shot clock is winding down, and we're coming in with some last-minute plays. A European-inspired fountain, classic details for an Italian villa, and a bench for the sidelines. It looks like this game is over.
Well, it looks like we wrapped up this makeover without going into overtime. Stick around, because you're not going to want to miss the final score. Next here on Curb Appeal.
When we come back, we've taken playing hoops to new heights. See the results next.
The Chapmans wanted to turn their traditional brick colonial into their dream home. And now, it's not just a dream come true. It's a Euro-esque castle built for a sporty family. Check it out.
First impressions are everything, and while the Chapman house was big on size, it was small on style. Plain Jane, off balance, and unsportsmanlike, they wanted their house to reflect their family. Yvette Piaggio stepped in with her A-game and turned what was a home that just didn't size up into a castle fit for a royal family. What was once a simple stoop with nothing to say is now a grand portico complete with a stucco and stone finish and a European-inspired balcony. Before, the entry was not very welcoming, but the new door is fit for a king, and the ornamental gate at the front makes this a truly grand entryway. Before, the house lacked balance. Now, a trellis-top pergola gives this home the symmetry it needed. What was once a boring sidewalk and red brick landing is now an old-world European walkway, complete with cobblestone pavers. Before, the basketball court was small and didn't keep the players in bounds. But now, the new sports court with lines to regulation is home to many friendly games of one-on-one. What was once a yard with no real character is now a European-inspired garden, complete with topiaries and an old-world fountain. What was in need of some style got the royal treatment. With king-size features, European flavor, and a sporty arena, this classic villa is a place for all the Chapman's royal subjects.
Can you believe it's done?
I love it. It makes me feel excited. It's somewhat unbelievable. This is above and beyond anything I would have ever expected to sort of own or live in. I'm very excited about the entranceway. It's been an incredible addition to our house.
I would say the gate is my favorite part, but there are a lot of close seconds. The metalwork, it adds a lot of charm and detail to the front of the house that we didn't have before. And look at the pom-poms. We got our pom-poms.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Mish, the water fountain,
Love it?
greatest idea ever.
Yes. And here's your pergola, Craig.
I love this. Balance is what I was talking about. I love the pergola. I'm glad we did that. Very glad we did that.
And how about your basketball court?
This is the best part of the whole deal.
I think the side area where we created the basketball court kind of sports area is a huge benefit to our family. We'll definitely be spending more time outside.
Hi, Yvette. I need to give you a hug because we are so excited.
Yvette, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. I'm so excited that you're so happy.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
It turned out better than I thought it could.
Oh.
It definitely exceeded my expectations.
Oh, thank you guys so much.
Well, you guys, I knew it'd be a challenge, a house this size, but we're never once to shy away from a tall order.
I feel like I'm in the Italian countryside.
Does anybody feel like an espresso?
Or a game of 2-on-2.
Oh, you're on, buddy.
Come on.
4 seconds left. We're 1 point behind. Championship is on the line. Ball goes to Shaq. Shaq. And then he's gonna dunk it. And that's it. We won the championship. Go Curb Appeal.